Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Pillow Cat. This is your ultra mega host Andres, and I'm coming with you with the sauce. What's the sauce? So we are now starting today with the episodes for Valentine's Day, and I'm calling this, like these episodes, the Everyday is Valentine's Day special. Why do I say that? Because there's one extra episode after Valentine's Day that's coming out. Oh well, I kind of dated this all wrong. Point is, we have our first ever physical host, Ryan. Ryan is the producer of LITerally Unhinged. What is LITerally Unhinged, you may ask? LITerally Unhinged is this podcast hosted by Jenna and Jesse, and Ryan is Jesse's husband, and and therefore, and he's my friend. I should say that. That is very important, right? Yeah, sure. Anyway, so yeah, LITerally Unhinged is a podcast you can listen to in Spotify and I think Amazon Prime or iTunes. I think it's iTunes and Spotify. Please don't kill me. Anyway, point of the matter is that yeah, we decided to bring him over, and record with me, and just some romantic games here and there. That was dumb of me. My phone rang. Point of the matter is that was our editor thinking of telling me to wrap this up. I hope you guys enjoy. Points I need to say before this episode starts. One of the episodes of this special is kind of fucked up in the sense that like it was a normal screen, I put it in full screen and forgot to adjust it and when we were recording, so it's part of it's cut up, so I hope you guys don't mind. And most of these episodes don't have endings, so yeah, enjoy that. So just because the episode ends, know that we love you and thank you for being here, and please subscribe, follow, listen to LITerally Unhinged. I love them. They're really fun, and I hope we can collaborate with them again. Have a good one, and I hope you enjoy the episode. Happy Valentine's Day. Hey guys, welcome to the next episode of Pillow Cat. I'm tired, and this is my friend Ryan, our guest. I'm Andres. I'm just tired, really, because playing a lot of games for so long, it's very tiring actually. But anyway, this is our friend here, Ryan. He's our guest for today. He is the producer, and I say that loosely. I love saying I say that loosely. The producer for LITerally Unhinged. His wife has a podcast. It's called LITerally Unhinged. You guys need to hear that. I was gonna say you guys need to read it. I'm like, how do you read a podcast? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's impossible. Anyway,
as a producer, I could send you the transcript. But.
Yes, thank you. Actually, that's actually pretty good. Which, by the way, my mom sent me the book already, so I'm waiting for it to get here. I have the second one though, but the book I told you that I was gonna give her for the manga one,
yeah.
Because I started reading it. I haven't read that in years, and I was reading. I'm like, oh my god, why did I buy this book? It's clear that I bought this because I was a teenager going through hormones at the time. I was like, oh my god. Anyway, hint. Oh, by the way, we're playing Doki Literature Club. Haha. You can use the skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. Thanks, bro. That's just you. We stayed here.
All right, so we're just kicking off?
Yeah.
I gotta remember the voice I was using for all of them.
It was a dude from Monica.
But.
Yeah, exactly. And you did a good.
Sorry, I thought.
Oh, because we told them we never. Oh my god, Jesus Christ! We told them that we had not decided to join the club.
Oh yes.
You are. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Wow, dude. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Oh, shit. Our love potential. Yes, I'm so happy. Sajori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Yep, that's how it started. Hey.
You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club.
Ah, thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone.
I was like, are you going to do it?
I think that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Pike, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yep, that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Pike, since you're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, so Yuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay!
Are there, like, no other boys in this school that, like, Pike shows up and they're just all like, we want this?
Have you not noticed that there has been no other human being so far in this game? Like, it's just the girls and us.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. You're catching on real quick, huh?
Okay.
Anyway.
This is like, there's a graphic novel or
yeah, it's a graphic novel. Yeah.
Why the Last Man, where every male dies in the world and he is the last man standing, and like some of the girls are all after him, but then the other ones are like all trying to like kill him because like females will rule the world. That's what this just kind of feels like.
No, you also have to remember that a lot of these games, it's important like the characters, so they're not going to waste time animating all these people.
Yeah,
you know, like just for nothing. You know what I mean? Like it's not like real life.
What I'm getting from this is everyone's dead except for 4 girls and 1 guy.
Why would they go to school then?
Well, I mean, they still want to learn.
Who's teaching them? Okay,
Monica started her own club. She's teaching them.
Sure.
They're self-learners. Okay.
Yeah. The 2 of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls: Seiyori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. There's a big square. I could have used all those names in one square, but oh well. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Who knows? Choose in the comments below. Who do you want to date? I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay, let's go. Really stressful. So it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. So we have Seiyori, Natsuki, and Yuri. And which word we have 20. So what word you want to use? With the word we click, if they like it, the girl will be like, wee, like jump, like.
Huh. Well, anything like pout, hopeless, that'll be the little goth girl. And scars. I feel pout will be the pink-haired girl.
So you want pout?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Oh, yeah, she jumps. You like, oh, shit! Okay.
This guy likes to pout.
Determination, death, disaster, rain cloud, sunny, shopping, strawberry, desire, together, tragedy.
I feel like we should throw him for a loop and be like, strawberry.
Strawberry. Yep, she liked it. What about now?
I feel like milk because it's weird. Oh, and she liked it too. Whoa.
Yeah. So we're for sure going for this one, I guess.
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to write this poem from my heart.
Yeah.
And not based off these girls,
Okay, then go ahead. Which one now?
Wrath.
Oh, you really like that one. Mm-hmm.
What does boop mean?
I have no idea. Should we boop it?
Sure, boop.
Oh, she liked it
too. Yeah. Wow. Maybe she is the one I just connect with in herself.
Okay, buddy. Sure, no, that's fine. I'm not judging or anything. Believe me, I'm just laughing because I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. By the way, I forgot to say this. It's called Doki Doki Literature Club. Doki Doki is the Japanese word that they put for the heartbeat. So in the heartbeat, it's Doki Doki.
Oh, okay.
So it's basically like beat or heartbeat literature club.
Okay.
Anyway, I should have said that earlier. I forgot. Anyway.
How about empty?
Empty. Oh, she liked it.
Why did
Damn.
she like that? That's weird.
I don't know. She's like the middle. Like she's like, they're like one spectrum happy, one spectrum sad, and she's like the middle of that spectrum.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna go with misfortune because that's a League of Legends character. Cats suck. I don't use lipstick. Bed. I like to sleep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because she oversleeps a lot. Remember?
Oh, okay. God, massacre. What a Yeah, let's do that one.
Damn.
Fantasies, romance, cry, hair, portrait, fireflies, contamination. Fantasy.
Damn. We still got 11 of 20 to go.
Oh
Jesus
my God.
Christ.
Marshmallow.
Okay, where was it? Okay. You got what?
Fickle.
6?
I like
Fickle.
that word. Cage, because of the bird cage.
Where does it say? Oh, I was like, where does it say cage? I'm like, oh, damn.
Pleasure.
Ooh.
Whoa.
She loved pleasure.
Really,
She's like, shit.
Music. Party. And what we got? Ooh, swimsuit.
Nice.
Puppy. 2 more.
Yes, sir.
How about blanket?
I was just thinking about that too.
And socks.
Socks. There we go.
I got my Squirtle socks on.
Oh damn! I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. I do love me some Squirtle. I hated the hype around Charmander and Charizard. Yeah, like Squirtle. I mean, I'm always the water starters. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So Monica.
Hi again, Pike. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. It's Jury.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Pike. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sajori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Damn. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature, so she reads manga. That's her literature.
Okay,
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Pike always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable.
Sajori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting, and you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come you and Pike can become good friends too? She's like, I want the D. That's what I want. Sajori. As usual, Sajori seems obvious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know.
Wait, Sayori?
Me?
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I want to make a big I'm sorry. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
All right. Well, here.
Juri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want.
So she's clearly into us already.
I'm sure that they would discuss it.
Oh yeah. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Juri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Say Juri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Juri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around the closet. Let's go into the closet. Oh, ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? This is like your One Piece manga, basically. That's what she's bitching about, is her manga's not in place. Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. Dude, what? No, I told everybody I like manga, even at work. A lot of people and my coworkers, I'm like, you guys read manga? No, okay.
And then just start talking about it like they do.
Oh yeah, of course. How did you know it, huh?
Well, in this one manga, this guy did this thing.
Yeah, of course. Oh, dude, you have no idea how many people. When I used to go to school, I'd be like talking about manga, and everybody would be like, here we go. I heard you bring it up. At some point. Besides, it's kind of written at your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of Barry's books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I got a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. It's a... Shonen is for boys. What is it for girls again? Shoto? No, I forgot. But it's for a girl thing. It's probably if you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Pike. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Oh my god. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground. On the ground next to her, signaling for me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. I keep forgetting who I'm reading. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Yeah. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. You're making yourself feel weird about it, girl. Natsuki crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. So she basically, there was enough space for Jesus, like the Father, the Son, the Holy Trinity. I mean, the Holy Spirit between them, and she closed that gap. Oh my God, I couldn't. I don't know if you heard that before.
She said, "Get out of my way."
Yeah, I don't know if you heard that before. Have you heard that before?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again. Oh, I already read that. I can feel the peering her over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Oh my God, I confused them. Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can't take at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. It's literally the same as what's happening right now. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up the lack of plot. Why are you licking so much, girl? My whole arm is just like slaughtered. Anyway, so what should I expect? From this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously, you think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, if it didn't have a plot, it wouldn't be a book. Well, I guess I know what you're saying. I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with the guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Jesus Christ, this is... I hate this part. Anyway, Natsuki gives me a little show. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. Ah, this chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious, since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking at the same time I got this manga. Like, I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. This is literally the definition of tsundere. Like, she literally got into baking because of a manga, and she won't admit it for some fuck up reason, which is so dumb. I almost decided to study to be a lawyer because of Ace Attorney. I don't know if you know the Ace Attorney games. It's a game where you're like a lawyer in courtroom. It's basically that. And it's really entertaining. I like them a lot. There's a lot of them games. It's really popular.
I wanted to be a doctor because of Scrubs.
Oh, dude, I love Scrubs. I never wanted to be a doctor, though. But I wanted to be a lawyer because of Ace Attorney. But I had to get my shit together because I was like, dude, I'm pretty sure courtrooms are not like this. So you need to, like, stop it. But yeah, no, I was like, so yeah, it's okay to admit that you baked because of manga. Ha 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 ha. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. I mean, yeah, you could have done drugs instead. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Oh, there it is, the image. We read for a few more minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. Oh my god. Just say that you want this man, bro. If you say so, I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? I forgot that we named it Pike because of the book. Anyway, that's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry, so she has no friends. Oh, shit.
Aww.
Like, I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. Well, her friends are the other girls, I guess. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? It makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. Wow, he basically called them all losers. But it's probably harder than someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I'm kind of lost in this conversation. I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room, okay?
It's not a porno mag. Like,
I know, but it's like the way she said it. Like, I don't even know what my dad if he found it. Like, it's just manga though. Like what? I don't know, it's kind of implying something here. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... That's enough. Are you going to keep reading or what? Yeah. Flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. I totally forgot that happened. Natsuki pushes his finger on one of the panels. Minori's my favorite character. You always feel like a little bad for her since she's so unlucky, but it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Okay, so we unlocked that little image. If you go to the gallery, you can see that image. Like, oh, look at Natsuki. Oh, cute, crouching, sitting next to you. Oh, that's so cute. You know what I mean? So, anyway, Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's stark contrast to... Okay, when are we going to read our poems? Like, I wanted to do the poem, read them, and be done with the day, to be honest. I didn't want all this shit. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that, and being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself.
Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems?
Thank you. Oh, come on. Could your time be any worse?
Sorry.
She did that on purpose, bro.
I just need to make sure we have enough time.
Natsuki was about to get that deep,
Though,
and Monica
you
cock-blocked him.
Pretty crazy over there. Oh, ha, ha.
Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Ah, yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Oh, well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. I mean, we can just keep reading in the classroom. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bet, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then, I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully blah blah blah.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's one is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn off from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can really see Monica's pristine handwriting for... Oh, yeah, we could reread them. But we don't read all of them. We just read, I think it's one a day or so. Natsuki and you reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. So whose do you want to read, buddy? Or who should I show our poem first, I guess.
Should we get...
Who was the one you liked the most? It was Natsuki, right?
Natsuki and Sayori.
So
but yeah, we could do Sayori.
I'm definitely most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Whew, this is a good poem. Pai, are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. What? It's not that good. Am I kind of the guy who would be writing poems in spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it surprised me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Alright, well, of course. Of course, I'm not really into this yet. But that doesn't mean I'll break my new promise. See? It's like I said before, Pike. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try anything like this for other people. That's something that really only good people do. Thanks, Hillary. Oh my god, bro. I'm not sure Sayuri sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold on to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel that like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy what from my eyes as you asking me to come out and play. Are you testing me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. This is just a guess, but did you wait until the morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can answer just a little bit to yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes you feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Oh, that's whatever. Then. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last time. I made eggs and toast. Okay, girl, good for you. She sounded very autistic, like, I made eggs and toast today, bro. What the hell? Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. So she's always late to school and always oversleeping. It's not like a real thing. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Oh yeah. But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. And I think we're done. Oh my god, we're not done. You're having fun in that corner over there, huh? Okay, well, let's start with the thing I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. It was that bad. Then, what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I want to read your poems? That's what I have in mind in writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable to share yours, like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem, made me go, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. ... So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... I already told you. I can't figure out if it's a win or loss that she liked my point. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? You're fine, I guess. Only because Monica will blah, blah, blah. Are you listening to the music, by the way? It sounds very childish. Yeah. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Wow, that was a shitty ass poem. I don't mean to be
just
rude.
Stated facts.
I know. It was just like, wow, people can breathe and people can eat and people can sleep. That's basically what she did. Like, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why is she convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. I don't understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight in the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then make it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feelings in the last time. So you did. I guess more went to it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, that I wouldn't take that away from her. Thank God, I don't mind hating on your girl, but I don't like her. This is you, bro. Juri, you can now talk. Juri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. That's why you wrote it down. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Damn, they're all thirsty, huh? Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Oh, so it's that bad?
No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Juri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Juri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them.
Mm-hmm.
I think the most noticeable thing I recognized in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
I don't know what she's talking about, but once Juri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem.
I could have sworn I saw like something moving in this corner here in the closet. I swear to God, because I'm reading with you. Don't get me wrong. And I thought I saw
turn into a nightmare.
Oh my God, dude.
Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased how?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
Wow, you really... It seems like she hates Natsuki or doesn't like Natsuki. It's fine.
Well, she just saw Pike cuddling up to her, basically.
I know, that's true.
She's like, I'm going to kill this bitch.
I'm not sure if Julie is apologizing to herself, to me, or not to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do.
Thank you, Jesus Christ.
I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Juri smiles dreamily. It's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh my God. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beautiful, the amber glow bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to love withstood the test of time. Oh, I can't fucking read this. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Okay, you flicker back. So she's trying to say a ghost? She's like a ghost too?
That's what you saw in the closet.
Maybe. No, legit. I swear to God, I'm not fucking with you. I thought I saw something in the closet moving. I'm like... Anyway, I'm sorry I have such terrible... Oh, wait, that's not me. That's you.
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
Oh, I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Oh my God, yes it did. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. Poems are short.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild.
Oh, my bad. We got a badass over here.
Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Juri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Pike.
Uh-huh. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost.
My God, why? Why is
Lingering
this girl?
in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on those things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Please. Oh my God, thank you.
I wish we could be the ones to it gave us the option of no, your poem sucks.
Yeah, you and me both. You and me both.
I feel like actually here, this is what I feel.
Mm-hmm.
We are in one of those 90s, 2000s realities, actually probably 2000s reality dating shows where it's Flava Flav in a house full of all these women just just drooling over him.
He was so fucking ugly.
Yeah.
I don't understand how they were.
Yeah.
I mean, it was all scripted, obviously, and money. But...
Yeah. But that's how I feel like this is.
Yeah.
Now the other ones are out pouting in a closet, getting into some drama.
Yeah.
Now Monica is about to, get
Monica's
her
turn.
time to shine. And...
Yep.
Hi, Pike. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Why didn't he just read it to all of them at once collectively?
That's what I think too.
It makes more sense.
This game, it likes taking your time, making you feel a certain way until halfway through you're like, oh, things are changing. Anyway, it's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Oh. I was half yawning there.
I know.
Don't worry, Pike. We're all a little embarrassed today, But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like it, Pike.
Oh my God. Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh,
geez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too.
She's the only one that acknowledges that we wrote it mostly for Natsuki.
So, take that as a compliment.
Ha 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 ha. If you say so.
Yup. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein?
Maybe a long time ago?
He's famous for letting all kinds of stories, or for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, enduring, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody.
I see. So you're saying that Natsuki's kind of like that?
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert. Yeah, she's a high school student.
Yep.
But you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you'd have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ha ha.
Ha 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 ha.
Anyways, do you want to read my poem now?
Don't
worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film let out in the sun, but it's too late. My retina's already scored with a pavement copy of the meaningless image. Is just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in.
I feel like that was the worst one.
That was the worst one?
I did not like that.
That was creepy,
I
actually.
didn't understand that at all.
She's basically saying that she found a hole, and she thought it was like a hole like looking in, but no, she's looking out to somebody, and somebody was looking towards her. That's what she basically said. I mean, I know this because I went to school. I studied literature for school.
Oh, okay.
So I'm kind of understanding all these things. That's what's happening. She's basically, which is creepy because where was she looking at, and who was looking back at her? You know what I mean? So what do you think? It's very freeform. It's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. You're pulling up my thing, baby. Ha 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 ha. It's okay. I'm reading for Monica. He's busy right now, guys. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Are you okay? You're like shaking a lot.
Yeah, it's okay.
You sure? It's not the medication? Okay. Go ahead. You're back.
It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Okay. That sounded very robotic. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if anyone is judging me for my mediocre abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my points can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Juri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expression change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Juri smiles sadly. What's with this language?
Oh wait, wrong voice. Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. Wow. So they hated each other's poems, basically. I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Pike did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style.
Aw, shit. It's a fight.
I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Pike liked my poem too, you know.
Aw, shit.
He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki silently stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... you just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Pike appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? And are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would be deliberately going out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Oh, shit. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Pike started showing up. What?
Natsuki!
That's you.
Oh. Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't... Oh, it's both of us. Oh, shit.
Oh.
This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Pike? She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poem all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Pike.
What? Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You can understand that, right, Pike?
Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? This is like the first day of him in club,
yeah.
And they're already fighting about him and around him, and I'm like, it's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. What do we want to choose? Do we choose Natsuki's side, Juri's side, or we ask Sayori to help us?
I feel... At this point, well, actually, my personality, I would just have someone else take care of the problem.
Oh, yeah? So help me, Sayori?
Yeah.
Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Juri. Juri! Oh, shit. But Juri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Yeah. Everyone's fighting, making Sayori uncomfortable. Wow, dude! How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Pike? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. Sorry. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Juri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
She would never.
This made it worse, bro.
It's her maturity that's made her upset in the first place.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly what nobody likes. Stop! Oh shit, Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few... Oh my god, And Jerry's bows are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well... Also, Natsuki's... Where's Monica in all this? She's the president. Where's Monica in all this? Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. What the fuck? Big and beautiful. You know what? I do not disagree. Sayori stands up triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression.
I'll make some tea.
Yuri rushes up. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. Oh, I said it out loud. She nods in return.
To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me.
Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, that's you, my bad.
I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she?
You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. Oh shit, it's almost time too. Oh.
I see. Take good care of her, okay?
I swear to God, there's something in that fucking closet. Anyway.
I would hate to see her get herself hurt.
That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Please let this end.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Pike, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow.
Oh my God.
And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So, your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, why did I do this to myself? I did learn a little more about the kinds of fun poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Pike, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hee hee. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Jiri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. Wow. The first time they fought like that. They saw a man. It's like, you remember the cartoon Popeye?